Please welcome with now on stage our partner from the city of Vienna, the Executive City Councillor of Finance, Business, Digital Innovation and International Affairs. Please welcome Peter Hanke on stage.
A very warm welcome to all of you. A very warm welcome to the city of Vienna. It's a pleasure for me to have you here. It's a great place. It's the Imperial Palace. It's a home of many generations of emperors, and at least you know one empress. On 364 days of a year, this building highlights the history and the tradition of Austria. But today, it celebrates innovation and modernity. And thanks to all of you here in this wonderful place, the pioneers who are here. My name is Peter Hanke, and I'm an executive city councillor of Vienna and responsible for finance, business, international affairs, and digital innovation. This is a fantastic job, a new job, I will say it then once more again. Vienna is not only the city of music and history and the highest quality of life in the world. It is also fertile ground for business development. As a member of the city government, it is my mission to improve the lives of our citizens here in Vienna. The Pioneer Festival presents a wonderful opportunity for us to achieve this mission together, as I know that many of you share with us this vision. Vienna is, as the world of capital of classical music, it is a perfect location to think about our digital future. At least, according to virtual reality pioneer Jaron Lanier, who said these only objects in human history that can be combined to computers are the musical instruments. Devices that allow us to explore a huge range of possibilities through an interface that connects our minds, our bodies, and giving us a new ways to express ourselves. In that way, I hope our city will inspire you as well. I have only recently become a politician. My first job 1 year ago was to stay here with you, and it was fantastic. I was the CEO of a large corporation before that, and therefore I have no illusions about the complexities of running a successful business today in the global economy in this world. Competition is tough. Access to capital is limited. This means that innovations and its contribution to efficiency and sustainability will be vital to success. But working on the frontier of technology requires awareness of a simple historical truth. Successful progress of technology will always fundamentally change society. This leaves you and all of us with an enormous responsibility. At the end of the day, our goal must be to support technology and improve people's lives. This has been the Viennese way of the last years, from providing early access to running water, electricity, phone lines, to the creation of affordable public transportation and housing, to working on the development of 5G, digital services, and open data government today. We understand the city as an equal access provider of user-friendly tech. The circle of people that has access to technology and that enjoys the gains of technology must widen. This is why one of our policy priorities is supporting research and business in the field of life sciences. Over 35,000 people work in Vienna on life sciences, creating not just 12 billion revenues, but more importantly, development drugs, data visualization software, or medical devices, and will support the health of millions. So, do technical solutions create more open, resilient, respectful, and democratic, well-informed and safe societies? It can. But we need to make it ensure it does and it will go. So my vision of successful innovation is value-based innovation. And my vision for digital innovation is digital humanism. The challenges we face today requires creativity, discipline, empathy, and grit. I know this room is filled with people who have a huge supply of that. In short, the world, and especially Vienna, needs you. So thank you again for your work. Best luck for the next days. Come back to Vienna. It's great to have you here. And at least a welcome to all of you in this wonderful city of Vienna.
This is my city, the essence of life, my daily inspiration. Come with me. Can you feel it? We are ordinary. No.
All right, thank you to the city of Vienna for being our hosts. You know, we are very lucky here at Pioneers 19 to have some fantastic partners who make this all possible. So first, we'd like to thank PwC for their generous support once again. Our key partners in the Pioneers 500 Startup Program have worked to introduce an annual Pioneers 500 report, and they've only got 1,000 copies of those. So be sure and run down and grab yours at the PwC Lounge today. Now, we also want to thank the Viennese Business Agency for their huge support. You just heard from City Councilor and Chairman of the Executive Board, Peter Hanke, and make sure you stop by their booth on Partners Avenue, and be sure to stop by the Stammtisch. Does everyone know what a Stammtisch is? Yeah, basically it's a table where you say you're going to talk about things every week, but it's an excuse to drink and get drunk and chat. So we're kind of doing the same thing here. It's a traditional Viennese sort of thing.
Super exciting. Love the concept.
It is an excellent concept, indeed. Further thanks go to Google Cloud for their partnership this year. Make sure to get outside. Go outside and visit the Google Cloud truck. So there's some trucks, you may have seen them actually when you came in today. They've got an agenda online because they're going to be doing different sessions there. So be sure and check that out. And we would also like to extend a thank you to the Raiffeisen Bank International for their ongoing support. They launched their elevator lab right here on this very stage 2 years ago, and they continue to do work bringing that vision to life with Pioneers Discovery, which is our consultancy arm. Also, we have to thank our caffeine sponsors, Red Bull, for their generous support and for spreading the word about Pioneers. You may have noticed that there are little refrigerators all around. I think I might need some caffeine today. How about you?
Who likes Red Bull? Raise your hands.
Red Bull fans?
I'm a total
yes.
fan. Jet lag also. All right.
Excellent. And finally, we have to thank Media Apparat. These are the guys who designed this amazing stage. The incredible visuals and all of the lights that you see, they outdo themselves every year. And I'm like fascinated by this globe thing.
Yeah.
We're both resisting the urge to take a running jump and leap on top.
We may do it.
We may. Maybe by the end, at the end of the second day, we might be able to jump on.
I'm fascinated of you guys.
You're fascinated by us?
Yes, I am. You're doing a wonderful job.
Well, thank you, Pioneer. We appreciate that. You're not doing too bad yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've got many other partners as part of the program. You know the drill, I think. We've got 2 main floors here. Go outside, explore all the exhibitions, all of the booths, and there are sessions and booths all over the day. So take a look at the schedule and see what you want to do.
Absolutely. We also want to make sure that you meet one another. We have the 1-by-1. We've expanded it this year. So next door, we actually have created a Viennese cafe. We all know what happens at a Viennese cafe. So grab some coffee, have a great chat, fuel up, and then log in to meet and match in order to start connecting.
Now that is an amazing thing because the algorithm is going to match you with people that you really should meet up with. So it's sort of like dating, but for business?
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so for those of you who have already utilized the Match and Meet tool, don't forget to check your personalized meeting schedule. You never know what meeting is going to generate the next business opportunity.
That's right. Now, in addition to being audience members, all of you pioneers have another role to play, and that's as jurors. So downstairs on the launch pad, we have 50 incredible startups that are going to be doing pitches. And if you've never seen a pitch, it's really cool. You get to hear what the idea and the concept is for a startup that is trying to launch a brand new vision in the world. I highly recommend that you go down and check them out. It is a key part of what Pioneers is all about. And you are going to be able to help pick who will be on this stage tomorrow for the finalists. We have 7 professional jurors who are going to be making these decisions. These are people that have been in the startup world for quite a long time, so they know what they're doing. But we want to know what you think. So if you go to launch, let's see, what is it called? It's called Flash Rate. Okay, so we've got this app called Flash Rate. 10 minutes after each section, you're going to be able to vote for your favorite for the wild card slot. So 7 of the finalists will be decided by our jurors. 1 of them will be decided by all of you. So be sure to go to Flash Rate. You get to vote 7 times at the end of each technology track. And the person with the most votes from you is going to wind up in our wild card slot.
Super cool. We also have Slido again this year, which enables you to ask questions of our speakers and our panels. So go to Slido, enter the code Pioneers19 to access the event. And then you choose the stage, be it Arena, Launchpad, or Basecamp, and then you'll be able to ask questions and participate in the polls.
That's right. Also, there's master classes. So we have some really inspiring master classes that you can go to. They're located on this floor in the Grand Hall. Also, don't forget Basecamp. Some of you may have seen it. It's like you're on the side of a mountain with Heidi and tents and some grass down there. There's going to be some great stuff happening there. And don't forget to go down to Partners Square as well. Now, we just said a lot of information.
Yes, we did. Are you still awake?
Yeah.
Is everyone awake?
There's going to be no test on this. And if you need to know anything else, you have any questions or any problems, we have these wonderful volunteers in red t-shirts. Raise your hand, guys. Okay, we have all these volunteers. They're going to be spread throughout the Hofburg Palace, and they'll answer your questions or take care of you, whatever you need.
Excellent.
So, some of you may have caught on to the fact that this year we have a theme, and we're going to take you from birth through the life stages all the way to maturity.
Right. So we think about, those beginning phases of life, from birth to childhood. And then at some point we evolve, or let's say morph into the teenage years. I have 2 of them, so I can speak to that.
Okay, that can be problematic time, yeah? And then after the teenage years, just when you're finally finished with that, we have to go become adults and start adulting very hard. And then we become...
Ultimately, we enter this maturity phase, right? Which is supposedly the end of the life cycle. But what if death is not inevitable? What if deep tech helps us to answer these questions of these phases of life in very different, novel ways that we've never explored?
Yeah, fascinating stuff.